Hey friends, it is Tia coming to you from my backyard Sunday night. That's weird. It sounds weird. I don't know why I feel like I need to do goofy introductions, like you know what night it is, right? Anyway, I'm struggling to find a place in the yard where the sun is not blinding me. So if I'm squinting and doing all sorts of weird things with my eyes, it's because the sun is still out and still bright, and that's a good thing. I wanted to pop in, say hi, ask you how your weekend went. Hopefully you did something fun this weekend or got some rest, or however you honor your day of rest. Hopefully you got a little rest. So I want to talk about, just for a few minutes tonight, I want to talk about hard things. If you have been friends with me the last few years, or you are related to me, you have probably at least one time heard me say, I can do hard things. Or you've heard me say, we do hard things. And what I mean is, life is filled with tough decisions, tough calls, hard choices, hard tasks, big projects, big dreams, big goals, and we have to tackle them the best we know how. And sometimes we don't feel brave enough. Sometimes we don't feel like we have the right equipment. Sometimes we don't feel like we know enough. Nevertheless, we must do hard things. We must press on. We must continue to do the hard things. And the good news is we can do hard things. My sister-in-law bought me a really cool engraved bracelet for my birthday. I don't have it on, or I would show you, because I love it and I wear it almost every single day. And it says, I can do hard things. That's been my mantra for the last couple years. And it has served me well. It required a significant mindset shift on my part and a significant change in perspective. Most of you know, a couple years ago, I was working at Columbia High School and learned that I could get certified to teach high school. And so I went ahead and started that process, and I was terrified. I was just terrified. I had no idea what to expect. Never in my wildest dreams would I have said to you, like even 10 years ago or 5 years ago, I'm gonna teach high school. It just wasn't on my radar. Side note, I absolutely love it. But when I decided to apply for the program, like you had to apply for a certification process and then apply to get into this program, and there was all these things, and I just was really out of my league and in over my head as far as trying to break into a whole new career industry where I didn't feel like I spoke the language. I didn't feel like I really had a good grasp on how things worked. And you know, as you all know, every industry is a little bit different, right? Business is business, but every industry has its own feel and its own jargon and its own way of doing things. And so I just felt really overwhelmed by it. But one thing I kept telling myself over and over and over again is, this is new, this is scary, this feels big, and it's hard, and I can do hard things. I can do hard things. Shout out to Tyson, my hubby, Miss Brooklyn Faison, and the absolutely awesome Mr. Rick Davis. I see you guys on here. Thank you for watching. Hard things. 6 months ago, I made a decision to change my life, take back my health and my life. And so I started following a program called the Code Red Lifestyle by Christy Code Red. And I will not lie to you and say it's just been super easy. I would never do that. What I will say is it was a complete turnaround from how I had been living and eating, and I had to make some really hard choices, and I had to do things completely different than what I was used to. And every morning I woke up and I said to myself, I do hard things. I can do this. I can do hard things. And what I really want you to get from these two little stories, these two little examples, is whenever I have tried something new or something big or tried to do something that was really, really hard for me, every single time I tried and saw it through to the end, it always turned out to be such a great experience. It always turned out well. It always turned out to be so worth it, to be, whoa, ignore the mouthy puppy in the background. It always turned out to be worth it. It always has. Anytime that I tackle a really big, hard, scary thing in my life, and I do it and I work it and I just pursue every single day, day in, day out, I show up, I do the hard things, every single time it has been worth it, 1,000,000 times over. Nobody wants to hear from you. Sorry. She's really happy I'm back. I was gone for like less than 48 hours, and I'm pretty sure she felt like it was an eternity. Anyway, training a new puppy, right? Training a new puppy is hard. We haven't done it in almost 15 years. I keep telling myself and the hubby, we do hard things, man. There it is. We do hard things. What I really want you to know, if you don't get anything else from this video tonight, please, please, please hear me. I want you to know that you can do hard things. You have enough in you. You have everything you need inside you to make the hard calls, the tough choices, and to do the hard things. Sometimes you're going to wake up and it's going to feel big and scary and huge. Big, huge, scary, BHS. I don't know. Anyway, it's going to feel crazy hard. And you can do it. You can do this. Whatever the hard is in your life right now, you can do it. I cannot promise you that it's going to get easier every single time or every single day, but I can promise you that it will be worth it. I absolutely know that to be true. All right, friends. It is a lovely evening here in southern Idaho, or southwestern Idaho, somewhere. I was in Twin with my parents this weekend, so I kind of have southern Idaho on the brain. I also left my 2 children in southern Idaho with my parents. I figure they raised 3, pretty okay kids. They'll be fine with 2 grandsons for a week, right? All right, cool. I am sending you grace and peace and sunshine. I will see y'all tomorrow, and we do hard things. Bye.